Welcome to How to Breathe Part 2, and in the next few minutes I'm going to explain to you the relationship and the effect that stress has on your breathing and on the body. So let's start by understanding how we breathe when we are asleep, when the body is completely relaxed and you don't even think about breathing. You're not conscious, so you're not consciously breathing at all. This happens completely without you knowing about it. So when you're breathing, when you're asleep, you are diaphragmatic breathing, and the body is moving the diaphragm up and down, triggering that suction of air into the lungs and expelling the lungs using the diaphragm. So this, in order to maintain sleep, is known as rest and digest, or I'm going to call it rest and repair mode. What happens when we're stressed is a series of biochemical changes happen in the body, causing physiological changes. And don't get wrapped up in the long words here. What we do when we're stressed is we tend to pant and we breathe more shallowly, and the diaphragmatic breath becomes suppressed. Okay, so when you're scared or worried or anxious, this is what happens. We tend to breathe more in the chest and the breath becomes shallower. And this shallow breathing triggers fight or flight mode. Okay? So we have those two modus operandi in the human body. One is rest and repair mode, and one is the fight or flight mode. So both of these mechanisms have auto-feedback mechanisms, okay? So when we're stressed, the breath becomes short and the body goes into fight or flight. And when we're relaxed, the diaphragm kicks into action and we're breathing that diaphragmatic breath, enabling us to be in rest and repair mode. Okay, so what we know about a body when it's in fight or flight mode is that the immune system, along with a whole bunch of other systems, gets suppressed because the body's in fight or flight mode, right? It doesn't need that immune system right now because it has a more obvious danger or a more obvious threat that it needs to deal with. So when we're stressed, especially if we're prolonged stress, then this immune system, which is our protective mechanism, becomes suppressed. It becomes less active. And the body does that to conserve energy. It pools all its resources to help you run away, to flee. Okay, so to optimize efficiency of the immune system, we need to be in rest and repair mode, which is what we are when we're asleep. So in the next video, I'm going to tell you how you can use this feedback mechanism, which you have naturally within you, in order to take the body out of fight or flight mode and put it into rest and repair mode.